Welcome back to Octane Garage, where we are going to do another video on the XT350. Let me explain to you a couple things have changed since you guys have seen this. And I should have videoed it and I didn't, but we put a new front tire on. Now it doesn't look new right now because my boy rode it and got it all dirty, but if you look close, you'll see there's still some new nubs on there. So what are we going to do this time? Right now we have a major oil leak. If you watched the first video, I talked about it. We got oil pouring out everywhere. So we're going to do the right thing, get the seat, gas tank off. We're going to get this valve cover off. We're going to seal that up. We also have a skid plate that's never been put on since I've owned it. So we're going to get that put on there. I took the battery out. We got one on order. It's not here yet. So no battery. Still no battery. That's okay. Get the seat out of our way. It's just 2 bolts. So it's fairly simple. Okay. Oh, let's get this gas tank out of our way. You gotta remember there's a lot of different little washers and doodads up in this gas tank. We also gotta unhook that fuel line. Hopefully we don't lose too much gas. We're bound to drip a little though. Wow. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Oh boy, we're caught on the throttle. There we go. Now, we're going to have to get some Allen bolts out of here. Looks like they have a little heat shield. I guess that's a heat shield protecting a spark generator. So we're going to have to get some Allens, get these out. We'll get this valve cover off. We'll just take a look at how bad that gasket really is. While we're in there, go ahead and take a look at the cams. Kind of see the dual overhead cams. I've been curious about that anyway. So it'll be fun to check that out. Okay, we got to get these bolts out here. Hopefully they're not too tight. Get them all broke loose first. Well, that one was not tight at all. Well, that's not a real good sign, I guess. Hopefully it's not stripped out or something. Oh boy, okay, there we go. All right, everybody, we got our bolts out, and once you know it, the one that I said was loose is broken. So we just opened up a new can of worms. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna get that out of there. Hopefully, maybe it's broken in a way I can get some pliers or something on it. I'm just not sure. We're gonna find out right here in a second, though. All right, we got one more over here. Hopefully this one's not broken. And I did not break that one, guys. Just so you know, in case anyone's wondering. I don't think I did anyway. I do believe it was already broken. Okay. Last bolt is out. Now let's pull this valve cover off and see what we got. Okay. Well, it doesn't look terrible. The gasket doesn't even look all that bad. Thought I would see like a major break in it. Maybe it was leaking because that bolt's broken. So that's very possible. Let's check our cams out. Cams look pretty good to me. I think everything looks pretty clean. Upper end looks pretty nice and clean. Let's take a look at this timing chain to see how loose we are. I haven't heard any noises. Oh yeah, I'd say that's plenty good and tight there. Doesn't seem too bad. We're gonna have to do something about this broken bolt though, or we can just try to permatext it like crazy. And it does have a bolt here and one here, and of course our broken one. Now it is sticking up a little bit, so maybe there's a chance that we could get something on it, but I want to be careful because I also don't want to end up with a bunch of stuff coming off and getting into the cam and stuff. So we'll get that cleaned up, and maybe we'll see what we can do with it. Okay guys, so what I've done is I took a small bead, you can see how small that hole is right there, of Permatex, and I put it around here, and I stuck our gasket to it. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take another small bead of Permatex around here. I'm not talking about very much because I don't want it to squeeze into the motor and make a mess. We're just going to put a small bead around there, and I don't know what we're going to do about the screw yet, but I'm hoping that if I do these three and the one out here, because there's one out there too, I'm hoping that'll be enough to seal it up. I think we're going to try it because most of the oil was coming out over here anyway, and that bolt was already broken. So all we can do is try it. Okay, we got the valve cover back on. You can see the Permatex kind of squeezing out a little bit. Hoping that'll work. Here's the problem. The one with the broken bolt has a pretty good sized gap in it. I don't recall that gap being there before, so it could be possible that we broke the bolt. I don't know, but it must have been on the verge of breaking because all I did was barely turn it. So what I might have to do, and I'll probably catch some slack in the comments for this one, might have to take this plate off and see if we can fill that hole. Maybe we'll fill it up with Permatex, or maybe Permatex this gasket here onto it, because I think we have the valve cover pulled tight enough all the way around. And the reason I say that is because this one here pulls it down also, and we had it squeezing all the way around there. So if we can just get that to seal up there, then we should be able to take care of all our leaks. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work. If the Permatex doesn't work, we'll order a new gasket. We can order a new gasket. I'm just trying to, if we can get a little more life out of this one, why don't we? You know, I didn't put a lot of Permatex on it. As far as getting that bolt out, I'm afraid I'd have to take that whole head apart, and I really don't want to do that. We got to take the cams out, take the timing chain off, we have to take the whole motor apart. What I'd rather do is get it sealed up for now, and then when it's time for a rebuild, the thing starts blowing smoke or starts acting up or running where it needs a set of rings, well then we'll pull it apart, we'll get that broken bolt out. For now, why not just fill it up with some silicone? It's not going to hurt anything. Just Permatex that completely shut, provided everything else seals up. Pretend it didn't happen until it needs a rebuild. We just want to ride some back roads and maybe some trails. That's all we want to do. So the next order of business is let's get the skid plate on there. We did get a new shifter. I don't know if I told you guys that. This is actually a four-wheeler shifter. Turns out it's a direct bolt-on, which is really nice. We ordered that off Amazon. If anybody's interested, throw it in the comments. I can put a link. Maybe I can put a link in the comments or something if you need to know what that's from. I'll have to look it up. I don't recall right offhand, but I can show you the name brand of it. But it actually is a direct bolt-on, and it actually is very tight. I mean, it works perfectly. And this is adjustable. It's a little wide right now. I need to bring it in some, but that's not a big deal. So we'll get the skid plate on there and let's keep on moving. All right, guys, it's been a couple days and we're gonna get back on this. I wanted to show you guys before we do the skid plate. I went ahead and Permatexed around this, and I took this bracket here. I kind of bent it down so it's holding a lot of pressure on there. I'm hoping that's gonna seal that up. I want to give this thing a good power wash so we can see when we're done if it's leaking oil. So let's get this thing power washed real quick. Got a ton of mud on it. I really want to get all the oil off it. That's the biggest thing. We're going to put a little bit of this on there, try and get rid of some of that oil. That way. Really? Well, I guess we're not gonna. Never mind. There's some in here, but it just won't come out. Okay, I got some rim cleaner. I guess we'll try that. See if that'll degrease it some. It's better than nothing. I mean, it's aluminum wheel cleaner. Aluminum wheel cleaner. We're going to use it to degrease the motor, and we'll just see how it does. It's what we have, so. I should have bought some degreaser, but this thing's got oil everywhere on it, so it's definitely not going to hurt. All right, let's let that soak. Looks like it's cleaning it. Kind of see some nastiness running off there. Took some of the paint off too, but that's okay. The motor needed painted anyway. Alright. That's much better. Alright, I got the skid plate cleaned about as much as we're going to be able to. We're going to stick it on here. We got one right up front here. We got two in the back. And these bolts may not be long enough. I think we'll be all right. Okay, let's get this other one started. Nice. All right. I don't think that's going anywhere. Pretty awesome. Got ourselves a skid plate on there now. Guess the only thing left to do is to take this thing for a ride. So let's get this thing back together and take it for a ride. Kind of sputtering a little bit. A little cold yet, guys. Oh, she stalled on me, guys. I think we might have got some water in the air cleaner there. Really missing. I don't know why. Not sure what's going on with that. We might have to do some adjustment. He's really not wanting to stay running. I got a feeling maybe she was cold Either it was still cold or keeps wanting to die. Out on the road, I had to put it. Yeah. Oh, what's going on? I think I got water in the gas or water in the air cleaner. I don't know. She's steaming too. Let me see if it'll start again. Uh-oh. All right, maybe I better let you see if it'll start again. No, it's not out of gas, is it? You know what? I think you better be on reserve. It was running out of gas. That's why.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
All right, I'll let you ride it. Oh, it's stopping. It does that for some reason.
Right, I pressed it.
I don't want to follow you because we're too close to running into each other.
Yeah, well, luckily,
I'll just film you for a minute. And
I need to ride with you more. I don't know what you do.
I don't know what I was doing. I was just driving around.
But you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Usually,
I left it on reserve. Shouldn't have to have choke. Might be in gear. Okay, I think we're just running out of gas, guys. It was running really funny. Carter's gonna get a little rip. Now that I warmed it up for him, of course. Okay guys, so I took it for a ride. My boy took it for a ride also. We gave it some beans, not too much, but it was kind of cold and it was running a little rough. I think I got some water in the air filter. Did start clearing up toward the end there. What I don't see is a whole bunch of oil all over the motor. I do see a little bit over here yet, but I'm not sure if that was some old oil or if that, it looks fresh. See, that's fresh oil there. So we may still have some coming from that bolt up there. So we may have to address that. We're gonna save that for the next video. Put down in the comments if you guys want me to keep going with this thing or should we just move on. For now, we really like it. This thing's a lot of fun. I think we're gonna go ahead and get a road plate for it so we can actually take it out on the road and really hit some back roads with it. I think I can try to seal that gasket up. If not, we'll have to tear this motor down and get that bolt out of there, which I'm really dreading. If you've watched this far, I really appreciate it. Throw something in the comments, like and share this video. Let's try and get this video pushed out for everybody to see. Thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate it.